Who do you trust to repair your car, truck, van, or SUV? Rely on the personal experience of people who've had their vehicles serviced by Myers Auto Service.
Hi, this is Tracy from Omaha. I've had everything from my motor replaced to oil changes. They always tell me what's wrong with the car and how long it can go before it needs to be fixed, and they've always been honest and fair with their pricing.
At Myers Auto Service, we don't want to be everyone's mechanic, just yours. Just north of 140th off Old L Street and at MyersAutoservice.com.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
One night Farmer Brown was taking a ham. He locked up the barnyard with the greatest of care. Out in the hen house up and stood. When he hollered, "Who's that?" This is what he heard. There ain't nobody here but us chickens.
So, yeah, no, I won't jump in the water and get right back out. I'll wait until after we record our show.
It's just a kiddie pool, Chris. I don't really know how much jumping in you could really do.
Well, I just want to cannonball all those little babies in there. How cool would that be?
That would be cool. We actually are, though, sitting here looking at your very pretty pool.
Oh, pretty. I like the word.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Everything around is shit, but the pool's nice.
But the pool's nice.
Yeah.
The pool's really nice.
Yeah.
And you know what? The song that you picked to open this one up, Nobody Here But Us Chickens.
Oh, yeah. That was a theme.
That's very appropriate because I hear that you're like a freaking farmer now. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, no, I opened a farm. I'm calling it Old McDonald's.
I think that name might be copyrighted.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I did not find it anywhere on the internet, so it cannot be copywritten.
Oh, okay.
My backup is Burger King's.
Okay,
so I'm doing all right.
That can also go well with my shop. I have Ken and Barbie's doll shop.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get sued.
Yeah, have you ever played with those toys that I built? The G.I. Joes?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that are about the Army?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool that
That's
everybody's
really
named
cool.
Joe?
You know, you really should put that out on the market. I think that would sell.
Yeah. It's actually now it's G.I. PTSD Joe. But it's still the same character, just a little more rattered clothes.
He did a whole series called VA Loan Joe, and it's all really it's Joe dressing up in a suit to go apply for a mortgage loan at a very good rate.
And he didn't get it though.
He didn't get it.
No,
though.
he didn't get it. No, it was the wheelchair that actually turned him away.
No, but I want to know about chick. Oh, by the way, this is we should be better at this. And I'm Eric.
Is it really? How many minutes are we in?
We're a couple minutes in. I'm Eric, found at Sinatra's Rat Pack on the Twitter universe.
When he's drunk or high.
Both or both.
Usually. I am at Chris_Donovan on Twitter. Please go to thisisfunner.com. You can see all the other podcasts and online content we do with my family. And Eric has books up there for sale. And I'm still confused at how to read.
That I even read a book, I think is amazing.
No, I know you wrote one. I just haven't read it yet.
But I want to know what's up with this chicken thing. I saw the pictures. I'm here live looking at it. You literally have ducks and chickens.
I do, and I built a coop out of leftover parts, and I had to go buy new parts to make the leftover parts fix.
Of course, right? Yeah, of course. That's how that works.
But yes, quarantine time got us thinking weird. I grew up growing chickens and turkeys, and we had ducks and pigs. And
I planted a chicken a year ago, and it still hasn't sprouted.
How?
Why?
When?
And what?
Does it burn?
So you actually have done this before, though. So this is not some like first time out of the blue thing.
No, and I've always told my kids if we ever do get animals of any sort, even dogs, cats, or whatever, I'm not doing anything. This was a chore for me when I grew up. It was something I had to do, and I hated.
That's how I told the kids about when we get a dog.
Yeah.
I said, listen, I've put in my time picking up dog poop, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I am done, and I have officially retired my pooper scooper. I'm on the Hall of Fame of pooper scoopers. I've made the hall.
Yeah.
It's not. It's instead of Cooperstown, it's Pooperstown.
Pooperstown. I like that. That's actually really good. So, what's the home run? Is that when you get all 4 poops
in one scoop? If you, I mean, that's really hard to do. So, one time, I hit for the cycle.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. See, now I've always been confused at why they use the little rakes where they have little teeth.
Yeah.
And not just like a shovel.
Yeah.
Or just another pan on the other side.
And I think the real trick is waiting till it starts to harden, because if you pick up poop on day one, it's gonna scrape and it's gonna leave marks, and then now you have to hose it off.
You give it a day?
Oh yeah, I give it a day.
Oh man,
you wait till it's white and you scrape it up, and then you fling it over to the neighbor's yard and make it his problem.
Couldn't you just throw it in your like landlord's yard in the back.
Yeah, that would also work
Right
very
under a
well, too.
window.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
Oh, I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
How's that camera working out for you
so,
now?
So I get chickens, but why ducks?
Well, ducks are fun. Ducks are cute. Chickens are not that cute when they're little. Chickens are not that cute when they're big.
They're not.
But they make eggs.
And they're stupid.
And they smell horrible.
And they're just dumb as a rock.
Omelets are amazing, and Juan Pollo is one of my favorite places to eat. So let's just say.
So is this a apocalypse preparation move on your part, where some people buy guns and ammo and learn how to make a fire out of like 2 twigs and a spork from Taco Bell, but you're like, hey, I want to be able to grow fresh eggs when the apocalypse hits, right?
Yep, I want eggs. I put in solar.
Yeah.
I have children, so I got slaves.
Yeah.
And I got a pool.
Nice.
So I'm never
well,
gonna
plus
run
you
out of water.
also have the slaves.
The kids.
Hashtag BLM.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Wow, you went there. I was just
did go
making
there.
fun of my kids being mine.
No, so is this was that the precipice behind it? Like, why is that why you did it?
I did it because it's been weird and COVID and kids, and I wanted to give them something to work together with, kind of, because a lot of the school home distance teaching was like, hey, do what you want outside and be like a family. I'm like, talk to Evelyn. They saw chickens. It just kind of snowballed into me going, sure, if you say to do this. And they've all stepped up really well, which is great. I just can't wait for them to be away from my back door when they're bigger because they smell like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but you have a big enough backyard. You can kind of put them on the back 40 here. And
I could, but I'm afraid the giant squirrel that lives in our palm tree might eat them.
Yeah?
We have a giant squirrel. That's Chip and Dale's older, fatter brother. John Chippendale. It's the kid that they never talked about.
Oh, okay.
It was the bastard son. My daughter just walked up, so I can't say bastard again.
Yeah. Well, wait, but you just did just
No,
now.
I didn't.
You just did.
Thanks.
Wait, what word?
No word. What are we doing? What are we talking about next?
I have a story. Wait, no, actually, no. Wait, no, I got to hear about your trip to Seattle. Wait, I want to hear about your trip to Seattle.
Okay, so, we went to Washington, and that's the reason.
Wait, did you go to Washington or Washington?
I don't know. You got to listen to my other podcast, Conversee with Us, with Evelyn Arriva as my lovely wife on the This Is Funner Network. You can find out exactly what we called it.
What did you call it? Give
So
us a
anyway.
hint. Give us a hint.
Let's just say that
Crackville.
it ends with ton.
Ends in ton?
Washington.
Yeah.
I win.
Okay, either way, you win. All right. So you drove up there, right?
We drove. We thought that it would be between me, the wife, and the oldest, Julene, to drive up, but it just took me and the wife on the way up, and on the way home, we took all 3 of us to get back because we're all a little more tired. But it was a fun week of getting up there and getting disconnected. The only shitty thing was all the rioting happened around our house when we were down here.
The whole nationwide race riots tends to put a damper on any family outing.
And you said nationwide as if it didn't happen in Australia, New Zealand, right?
This is true.
That is crazy.
But
Some
let's
dude
be
died in
honest.
Minneapolis and
But
there was a race.
we don't care about anything in the southern hemisphere. Let's just be honest.
No, because their toilet bowl water goes the opposite way.
And then I don't believe in that. That's un-American.
That is not un-American. That is just unreal. That's alien. Like, they should be living at the bottom of the ocean.
It's time for us to take a stand. There is too much nationwide hatred, state-to-state hatred between Republicans and Democrats. I think it's time we concentrate on what's really important. The fact that the Southern Hemisphere blows monkey balls, and we need to finally unite as a Northern Hemisphere and wipe out the Southern Hemisphere. Who's with me?
Now, we retract part of that episode because it wasn't monkey balls. They suck kangaroo balls.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, the rest is all there.
Okay. Yeah,
okay,
very
cool. Yeah. Brought
Very
to you
nice.
by Polar, the toilet for the South. I don't even know if that's real.
I don't know, but it should be. So you drove all the way up there.
Yeah.
Were you able to? Now, obviously, you didn't have to go through Seattle because I know your family's in Eastern Washington.
We missed all major
Thank
cities.
God you did not have to go through Seattle because that's where some stuff really went down.
And we wanted to come back through the Redwoods and drive down the coast a little bit, but that would have put us through San Francisco and Portland. And I didn't think about the fact that there's rioting there too.
Yeah.
So we just missed all major cities. The only semi-major city we went through was Reno.
Reno's, my father lives in Reno, and Reno.
Does he? You still talk to your dad?
Yeah.
You still have a dad?
I still have a dad.
Is this the first one or the second one?
The first one.
The first one, okay.
That's not a big city. I would not consider that a
No,
big
we
city.
drove through and we're like, with the lights off, we're like, this isn't the biggest little city. This is like the smallest
It's
little
the
town.
smallest little medium town in America.
It is
but that
super
didn't
small.
sound good on the billboard.
Yeah,
so.
right? I mean, they couldn't put too many letters.
Yeah.
But no, we drove through there, and that was like the majorest city we went through. And then we went to Washington. My sister's got a big house, so we stayed with her. My parents live there, too. My brother's like a mile away. A lot of my really good friends live there. So It was nice. It was between us being in quarantine and everybody just like being locked down for so many months. Everybody was in the mood just to hang out and have fun.
It was, but yeah, everyone is definitely stir crazy and ready to get out. I was thinking about this. There's a movie come out, and I can't remember the name of the movie, but it has Russell Crowe.
Okay, Gladiator.
No,
Beautiful Mind.
Nice try. But I have a feeling it's going to be like the biggest movie of the year because they have not pushed back the release date. It's coming out in July. I think it's called Unbroken. And it's getting bad reviews. Like the critics don't like it.
Okay.
But it's going to be the first new movie that hits theaters. I have a feeling it's going to do like $100 million. See, because everyone's just like, I don't care. I just want to go see a movie.
And that's where I would have been like Marvel. Like, okay, we put Black Widow off. We did obviously nobody released any movies. It would have been out in what like.
Can you
last
imagine
month?
right now
They
if a
just threw it
Marvel
out?
movie was coming out in like late July?
No, they have one. It's sitting there ready. Black Widow's ready to go.
But they haven't said they're going to do it though.
No, but if they did that
Oh
movie
my
would
God,
get
they would
be
own.
Endgame.
I mean, we're talking like, it would be up there with the largest grossing movies of all time because everyone wants to go see it. You already probably have like $1 billion built in, no matter when you release it, right? Now you're releasing it when everyone's so eager for content.
Chomping.
You would have like doubled your money.
Yeah, and I'll go, and I'll probably pay 2 or 3 times to go
Totally.
watch it because the theater serves beer, and it's dark, and it's quiet, and I'm not sitting near anyone, and I get to sleep a little bit if I want to. But no, I think that would be really cool, too, in the aspect that it is a female-led show. I think it'd be badass.
Yeah.
If they did that, they were smart enough to do that right now, it'd be awesome.
I mean, like what Disney did. Disney bought the rights to Hamilton, and so in about
They
2 weeks.
They bought it by letting him do the soundtrack to Mary Poppins 2
Yeah.
and the soundtrack to every
Moana
other
and
everything.
so Hamilton is coming out on Disney Plus in
know.
about 3 weeks, and that was a big get for them too. Because how many people have been waiting to see Hamilton?
I've never seen it, so I'm excited. And all my girls, they listen to the soundtrack all the time.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
I had a thought. I forgot what it was, but we were talking about what were we talking about before? It was movies, theaters,
Traveling up to Seattle.
Traveling. There was something I was gonna say that was supposed to make
Riots.
sense. Riots,
Race wars,
pandemics. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
All right.
So you made it home safely is basically the summary of that story. Everyone was happy. Everyone had a fun time. You got to get away for a little bit.
Yeah, it was very nice. Nobody complained in the car.
Oh, wow.
They were like, "Oh, how long? 24 hours."
Yeah.
Cool. Took 18.
Yeah.
If I go, "How long?" I'm like 30 minutes. They'll be like, "Oh shit." So it was nice. It was nice.
What is your limit on a car ride? Like, and I mean where you're driving, where you're
Straight
like
through?
Yeah, what is your limit where you're like, okay, I'm not going to drive more than this?
I would probably limit myself now, being the ripe old age of 27, like 12 hours. I can do 12.
I'm so much sure. Like for me, anything past 4 hours, and I'm kind of like, why are we not flying?
Well, you have one broken leg.
Yeah, I know, but why are we not flying?
That's
like,
true.
That's what I think to myself.
Yeah, but
even though the process of going through the airport, the process of getting out of the airport is miserable, absolutely miserable.
Plus
and
beer at a gas station and beer at a bar at an airport,
Yeah.
big difference.
Big difference. but I just look at it as when I get over 4 hours on a drive, I'm just thinking like, because from where we sit right now, 4 hours will get you to
Vegas.
Arizona. It'll get you to Vegas. It'll get you to San Diego and even into Mexico.
It'll get you
It'll
part
get you
way
to
San Francisco.
It'll get you to most. I mean, you'll be able to get to like Morro Bay, San Luis
4
Obispo.
hours. You might be hitting like Cayucas.
Yeah, but the point is that's pretty much covers a pretty wide area. Anything outside of that, like if it was San Francisco, I'd be like, no, we'll find one of those Southwest $49, $59 one-way fares.
Yeah, you're right. It's less than 3 hours, less than 4 hours to Big Bear. Less than Vegas is 4 hours. Arizona's 4 hours. You can go anywhere on the beach.
Well,
for 4
Vegas
hours.
is supposed to be
You can
4
go to
hours, but it's
Mexico.
really 3 hours because you drive really fast.
Yeah, right. But when that bullet train goes in, hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
But Mexico too, though.
Yeah, even Mexico's. Tijuana's about 4 hours.
Which is
if you want to go
great.
to Ensenada, about 4.5 hours.
But also the airport down there, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never flown out of it, but I'm going to next time I
it's
fly.
it's pronounced. It's an aeroporto.
Aeroporto. Sorry.
Aeroporto.
Lo siento. So
But
you.
yeah, that's about my. I mean, 4 hours for me is just like okay, you know what? I'm an adult. I can pay for things.
Okay.
I'll pay for a flight.
It's different, alone or with family.
Ooh, excellent question. Alone, or if it's just me and the wife, I think I could power through. I think I could stretch that to now 6 hours, where I'm a little bit like, let's
Before
do
your
it
head falls out.
before my head falls out.
Yeah.
But like with kids, no, I think 4 hours is my
Yeah.
limit.
My kids did well, so when we drove from here to Florida once before, so I'm not too worried about it. But if I'm by myself, I'm not lying. I drove back from Vegas one time, and this wasn't that. I mean, there wasn't a ton of hours, but it was 8-hour drive home, which is double, by myself.
And you didn't have to like. Did you stop or you just a straight
take
through
a
guy?
leak, maybe probably pee once or twice, but I did that drive so many times. It just when I get in the car, I just started driving. When I was younger, no big deal.
Automatic.
Now, 2 years ago, well, a year ago, it drove me crazy. Literally drove. Pun intended.
All right.
All right, where are we at?
I'm ready to play. You know what we haven't done in a while? Let's play a little Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, hooray for Hollywood. It's really got me. Hooray. 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 Hooray for Hollywood.
Okay, so this is the Rotten Tomatoes game. We were trying to guess the critics' score. Today's theme is women and dating. All right, just women and dating.
Wait, hold on. Do I know them?
No.
Okay, good.
Okay, so our first movie is from I'm going to say like 1993 is going to be my guess. I don't know for certain. We should be better at this.
Okay.
And it's basically, here's a synopsis. You tell me what the name of the movie is.
Okay.
After the death of his wife, Sam Baldwin moves to Seattle with his son Jonah. When Jonah calls into a talk radio program to find his new wife or his father,
Sleepless in Seattle.
There it is. All right.
One of the two, the same movie with a different
with
title.
the different, exactly. So you got Meg Ryan at her peak. I mean, this is when Meg Ryan was Meg Ryan.
Oh, I don't know. Meg
Tom
Ryan
Hanks.
in Inner Space.
Oh, Meg Ryan in Inner Space is fantastic.
Woo.
But
Sorry, I just got
even
chubby.
Meg Ryan in When Harry Met Sally is fantastic.
Ooh.
But
Except Harry was fucking.
yeah, exactly. But so this is everyone loves this movie. I would say it's a chick flick, but I think it's a pretty good movie overall, and it's pretty well liked.
It's a chick flick.
This was written by Nora Ephron and directed by Nora Ephron as well. This is one of her movies. And there you go. What do you think about it? Did you ever see this movie like in theaters, or this is like a VHS kind of rental?
VHS. Wow.
That's how long ago.
Yeah, that's how long ago it was. I can honestly say that I probably watched this movie, but it was probably TNT, TBS a couple years after it was released.
I remember in the late 90s, this was a a very popular TBS movie. They
it was
played
this
it all
one.
It's like what
Big.
they did Sleepless in Seattle.
Armageddon.
Shawshank Redemption.
Deep Impact.
Yes. What's the one with Kevin Spacey and Samuel L. Jackson? The Negotiator.
The Negotiator. Oh,
was
what
always
was
on
the
there?
other one with the three wishes? It was Jay Moore, and it was the guy that sees the dead people, and it was Kevin Spacey also. With it was Helen Hunt was the mom.
Gosh,
it was Pay It Forward.
Pay It Forward.
That's another one that was always on there. And then Kevin Spacey raped people, and then it's all gone.
Now you can't watch his movie.
You can't even watch American Beauty.
I know.
When he almost got. Oh, he did get killed.
He did. In the movie,
that movie is still standard.
So if someone who violates all of our current societal norms and codes, if they get killed in the movie, you don't have to cancel that movie then.
I think that's right.
Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been updated on all the new rules of our New World Order.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
New World Order. I
New
like
World
that.
Order.
It's a Star Wars reference.
Sleepless in Seattle. This was a hit. It was a really, really popular movie.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. It was really popular.
I lived in Washington when it came out. It wasn't popular.
But I'm saying critics probably liked it. I'm going to say an 80.
Am I writing these down or you?
One of us is supposed to.
All right, I'll pretend. Then I don't think it did that well. I'm going to say 72.
72. All right. 80 and a 72. All right, next up. This movie has John Cusack.
Say anything.
Oh my God, he got it on the first one.
Yeah,
this is
the
the
most
famous one.
John Cusack movie besides Toys.
It's the one where he's standing outside with the boombox. Yeah. Does anyone remember though what song was playing on the boombox?
It was I don't remember the name of it, but I God damn it, I can play it right now.
Play it.
In your eyes, the light, the heat. Your eyes, I am complete. Your eyes, see the doorway. Your eyes, 1,000 churches. Your eyes, resolution. Your eyes, of all the.
All right, so that's the thing. It's a.
Do you really want to hurt me?
That's not the song, but that's what he's saying. No, it's "In Your Eyes" by Peter Gabriel.
In your eyes. Okay, so
your eyes.
My friend in high school had a parody to this. Your thighs, my life, my meat between your thighs, my love complete, your thighs. I see the opening, your eyes. I want to be between your thighs.
So a little story about that. It's obviously one of the most iconic shots in film. Everyone knows that shot of him holding the boombox.
Because right after that he streaks because he's wearing a jacket. Like
right.
that.
Even if you've never even seen the movie, you know that scene, right?
Yeah.
So the John Cusack, the boombox over his head, playing Peter Gabriel in your eyes. However, It turns out that moment was also really almost quite different. Apparently, director Cameron Crowe originally wanted an entirely different artist to sing the song, and Peter Gabriel only came into the picture after the first choice declined.
Wow.
Let's see. He wanted Elvis Costello to do that same "In Your Eyes" song, but Elvis Costello said, "My music is not commercial." That's what I think Elvis Costello sounds like. Let me do that impression again.
Is he
British?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so British. I sound like I'm the Beatles.
I was gonna say that's George Harrison.
I can only do one
impression.
One impression
That's
of like
it.
that.
You're like the Beatles or any other British person.
I'm Elvis Costello. I'm with the Beatles. That's all I can do.
Here, hold on. Let me see what country Elvis Costello is from. Hey Siri, where was Elvis Costello born?
Elvis Costello was born in London.
I was born in London. I was.
I believe you now.
Wait, now cutting live to our interview with Elvis Costello. Chris, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I'm standing here in this next to Big Ben because nobody's driving around because this quarantine bullshit. But I'm here with Elvis Costello. Elvis, can you do me a favor? Can you spell your first name for me first?
That's an E-L-R-V-I-S. It's Cheerio. What a wonderful day for you today.
I'm sorry, can you redo that? Was it E-L-V-I Cheerio?
I'm sorry.
S?
Us Brits, we swallow our L's. So E-L-R-V-I-S.
I'm sorry, did you just ask me out on a date?
I just said I would swallow.
Oh, okay, let's go. Friday night, 5 o'clock?
Excellent.
All right, back to you in the studio.
So Elvis Costello was originally supposed to sing that song, but he's all pissy and he didn't want to do it, and so that's why Peter Gabriel got
British.
that.
I kind of look like a jackass right now.
Now this movie, I have no idea because I've not re-seen this movie in probably like 15 years.
I can't
maybe
imagine
even longer.
It holds up because he's holding a boombox.
Exactly, and I can't imagine it does either. However, this was a well-loved movie and it's an iconic movie, but I can't remember if it was a good movie.
I think it was a cult classic after it came out, like the Pretty in Pink stuff.
I'm going to say the same thing. So you go ahead and go first on this one, but I know what am I scoring.
With that being said, so far down the line, and John Cusack was in Weird Science, I'm going to say that it's probably up to like 88.
Wow, that high. See, I was actually thinking this is, I'm going to say the same score I did for Sleepless in Seattle. I'm going to say 80.
Oh, so you're at 160?
I'm at 160
So
total.
am I, at 72 and 88, so I'm at 160.
Wow. Look, you said you can't do math.
No, I said I can do math. I just said I didn't want to.
Okay, so next up, this is a movie that I think is every male in America is scared of this movie. And no, I'm not talking about a zombie movie. I'm not talking about a horror slasher film.
Sleepaway Camp.
It's the movie about a girl who accuses a guy, and even though no sides have any proof, his life is completely ruined.
Enemy of the State.
This movie is called Fear.
Oh,
It is 1996. It says when 16-year-old Nicole Walker, played by a fantabulous Reese Witherspoon,
right after Cruel Intentions.
Yes.
Oh,
meets 23-year-old David McCall, Mark Wahlberg, in a Seattle nightclub. She falls in love. David is exciting and charming, and despite the large age gap, he wins over her family, except for the workaholic father, who's suspicious of David from the start. His concerns are realized when David turns out to be a violent sociopath who sees Nicole as his possession and her family home and fortress to be involved. So this is more about the guy going crazy, unlike Cruel Intentions,
yes,
where it's about the girl. Or excuse me, what's the one with Alicia Silverstone? Crush, where the girl just starts accusing the guy of everything and ruins the guy's life. This is where the guy goes crazy.
Marky Mark goes crazy.
Right.
So now I remember this movie very vividly because this came out in, I want to say, like, what did you say, 95?
I think 97? It's 96.
96. So right when I turned about 18. And the only thing that came out from this movie, and the only thing I heard while you were talking the whole time, was this chick got banged on a roller coaster. And
I do remember that as a big thing. Yes.
I was 18, though. The only thing I thought about when I was 18
was doing that on a roller coaster.
Was Reese Witherspoon. No, just kidding. But yeah, I remember that coming out, and I was going, wow.
By the way,
really
the
happened?
writer for this movie, Cameron Crowe, was the director of our last movie, Say Anything. He wrote this movie.
Oh, well, he's a good writer.
Yeah, he
is.
I
like the movie. It's a really good movie. I really liked it.
Yeah, this is it's still a scary movie. It is also slightly based on the Robert Mitchum movie from the 60s. And I'm drawing a blank on it, even though I'm a classic movie buff. But it's I don't know, where he stalks the family.
Yeah,
and,
but the crazy thing about this movie is that, I mean, from a dad standpoint, if he's underage, you really can't do a whole lot.
You can't.
You don't know, and
right.
if you do, then you're instantly in trouble. So
maybe back then you could have. Now you couldn't. Now you totally couldn't because you'd get sued and the family would sue you and all that. But I mean, like, I think back in like a different decade, I think you could have beat on that kid, and the cops would have showed up and go, "Well, son, it looked like you deserved it."
Well, what's funny is they were a really rich family too, if I
Yes.
remember, and they had cameras everywhere.
They had cameras
which
everywhere.
now there'd be cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
But he knocked them all out.
Yeah.
So, but now I don't think they'd be able to find no cameras. That guy be screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
But he is a Marky Mark, and I might make out with him rather than Reese
I would
Witherspoon.
tell-
So
hey,
I
I'd
mean,
make
it
out with
depends
him.
on what day of the week it is.
All right, so but what do you think the critics gave it?
Oh, they probably hated it because of the bang scene.
Yeah.
I would say 71.
Oh, I think way lower. I'm going to say 50.
Oh shit! So you're at 210, and I'm at 231.
Okay. So now let's
So
give
I'll
the
have to
actual
listen
scores.
back to this to find
wow,
out.
this is good. We're gonna have to consult our math whiz here. So the first movie, Sleepless in Seattle, I said 80 and you said 72.
Correct.
We are both pretty close because the actual score is a 74.
Oh, I'm
right in the
within
middle.
two?
Yeah, we're right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, Say Anything. I was a little farther off than this. I said it was an 80 because I said it was the same score.
Yeah.
And you said it was higher than that. You said like 89 or something.
88.
88. The actual score is 98. People
Yeah.
love this movie. It must hold up. I should watch it.
I don't think it holds up at all. I just think that it's the movie that followed Pretty in Pink
And
Weird
so
Science.
it became just
Yeah,
iconic,
it was
right.
like that's the next movie.
So you're in the lead for so far. And then finally, Fear. What did you give Fear? You gave Fear a 70. This might be the decider, 71 or something.
72, something like that.
I said 50. I think this is where I made my comeback because Fear is rotten at a 44.
Oh, I didn't think it'd go that low with a Mark Wahlberg,
So
Reese Witherspoon.
I'm currently, I think I got the lead there. All right, so that was Rotten Tomatoes, and I basically have just one more thing before we end our show. Why don't we just do a quick little SMRT?
Sweet.
I am too smart. I am too smart. SMRT. I mean SMART.
Okay, this is SMRT. This is dumb people doing dumb things that make the news. And here's our story. This is coronavirus related.
Okay, I thought you were going to say Corona, California, and I'm
No,
like, oh, I
no.
know these people.
I know him. Oh, man, it's me. Okay, so this is an article from The Sun magazine, which is a UK magazine.
Okay.
It says,
That's a helicopter.
that is a helicopter. Oh, it's a military one.
Oh, well, we are close to
All right.
March.
Okay, coronavirus couples should wear face masks during sex to cut risk of spreading virus, the experts say. And I love the way the Brits
Wait.
talk. It says randy couples should mask up to stop the spread. Horny couples.
Oh.
Horny couples should spread.
That's what the British say?
Yeah.
Come on, do your Elvis Costello. Like,
Oh my gosh, you should totally wear a mask. Says I, Elvis Costello of the Beatles.
yeah, but aren't you, like, having intercourse?
Oh my god. Oh.
No, not right now,
ew.
not you. No, like, in this scenario. You stupid.
Yeah. That's my Elvis Costello having sex. It says the intimacy involved in sex is now officially likely to give you coronavirus if your partner has it. Harvard University has conducted a study that the safest way to have corona sex is if you're worried your partner may have COVID-19 is to wear a mask
Why could
during
I not
sex.
be in this study?
Why not just okay, the other related story in this is did you know that prostitutes now have what they call the coronavirus package, which is where they will do it doggy style and reverse cowgirl to slow the
Breathing?
spread so you're not breathing in each other's faces.
Okay, that's all good and dandy and all, but, like, isn't it spread through touching?
It does, but I guess if you're not coughing on her tit or something like that, you're probably all right.
So you're telling me that there's no time when you have sex that you go,
I mean,
maybe not that drastic, but at least
Yeah.
something like that.
yeah, I mean, I guess
A little.
yeah, I guess that would be outlawed.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my thing that I was talking to my wife about a little bit earlier over the last couple weeks. Do you feel like the world is turning into Demolition Man?
Is it Demolition Man or is it The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, it's Demolition Man
You think
because
it's Demolition
Demolition Man was like no contact. They did high fives, but they didn't touch.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah, and then they didn't have paper products because toilet paper was out probably, so they got the 3 seashells.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they had the cars that moved, and they're all electric. So we were getting there on the cars thing, the autonomous thing. So
Yeah.
I think we're really close to San Angeles Police Department.
Okay, so we just need to change how we're dressing is really the only thing that's left. We need to
Oh,
dress
and the
like...
sex thing. They're supposed to wear masks, and they didn't even have to touch. Do you remember this movie?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
How hot she was?
She was hot then.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
But so basically, let me ask you this.
Okay.
This is... I almost think this article has got to be written for singles that are having sex. How in the hell can if your wife has not spread coronavirus to you yet?
Or her
I don't
legs.
I don't think that you will contract it now 3 months in all of a sudden when you're finally. I mean, you are married, so you're having sex once every 3 months, anyways.
Unless
So-
your wife is a hooker.
True.
And she doesn't have the package.
Yes.
Because then you're screwed.
Yeah. Well, so basically
Well,
what we have to establish is we need to ask your wife if she offers to her clients the coronavirus reverse cowgirl doggy style package.
That's a lot of words for
Evelyn. She says she doesn't. So I would wear a mask.
We got a saddle. I'm sorry. She likes
now,
the front
and
girl.
so does that mean instead
Front
of a condom, do you wear a penis mask where it just covers the tip with like this little piece of fabric?
Yeah, but it's a hefty bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
You know how I roll.
It's to prevent sneezing, you know,
Pretty
right?
much just cover my whole body. Could you imagine? That was in another movie I saw before.
All right.
All right. Well, that's fun.
So that's it. So basically, wear a mask, people, while you're doing the horizontal mambo, and I guess everything will be okay.
All right.
Forget
hold on. Before we go.
Yeah.
Dating sites, COVID theme. Go.
Dating sites, COVID thing.
COVID theme.
Instead of Match.com, Mask.com.
Mask.com. Ooh, that was really good. How about COVID love? COVID in love.
COVID in love?
COVID in love.
COVID in love. That actually sounds like it could be a reality show.
And or an Elvis Costello song.
Two people's COVID in love. That's how it sounds like. I'm Elvis Costello of the Beatles.
What's your real name, Elvis Costello?
I don't want to tell you. It's not because I don't know it. It's because I'm Elvis Costello from the Beatles. This is how all people from London sound.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think you should go to listen to this and listen to some episodes.
Or This Is Funner, where
I also
they're
think
all
you
at.
should go to thisisfunner.com to listen to some great podcasts. And I also think you should reach out to thisisfunner.com to do your own podcast,
Yes.
people. Now is the time to have your voice heard, whether you think Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Don't Matter, or Pink Lives Matter. It doesn't really matter. It only matters that you do it in a podcast.
That's all that matters if it's your matter, because being the matter is
the
what
matters.
matters. Hey, go to thisisfunner.com. Follow me, Chris_Donovan on Twitter. Snotch's Rat Pack is Eric's handle. And you know what? Honestly, just be nice.
Just be nice.
That's all you got to do. Just
I
be
think
nice.
that's, by the way, first presidential candidate that comes out whose official platform is just be nice, I'm probably voting for.
That's
all I need. Yeah, that's all I
If I ever
need.
run for president, that will be my platform.
Chris, you would never be allowed to run for president.
Why?
You realize they do background checks, right?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm between my family and her family, I'm squeaky clean.
You're the clean one? Oh, see, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
I'm the black sheep.
Yeah, I know.
My family's
That's why
actually
you'd be great at
my
politics.
family's actually quite nice. I'm the one that when they do the background check on them, I come up.
Yeah, right? No, I got cousins that come up.
All right, everybody. Well, remember, go to This Is Funner, and please like, subscribe, recommend our show. Please, it's a word-of-mouth
Review.
game only. Thank you very
Masturbate.
much. All right, I'm about to go jump in a pool, so everybody,
I'm doing that right now.
Get
Bye.
out of our backyard now.
One night Farmer Brown was taking a hand. He locked up the barnyard with the graves of care. Out in the hen house up and stood. When he hollered, "Who's that?" This is what he heard. There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. So quiet yourself. Stop that fuss.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.